Hi, welcome to my channel, Takoyaki Tarot. Today is Sunday, February 9th, 2025. So before I get started, I want to let everyone know that these messages are not going to resonate with everyone, and that's okay. If they resonate with you and gives you clarity, great. If it does not, then don't force it to be your story. Alright? You know what's so interesting? That I had a dream last night, right? And it took place in the country that I was born in. That's very interesting. It was a very interesting dream too. So there could be something here about your roots, your origins, where you're from, right? Even if you're like, it may not even be like, it could be something about like your ancestors, your ancestry line, your lineage. I'm hearing the word ancient, so you can have an ancient lineage. Hold on. Alright, yeah, I was right to check. Oh, you know what I need? I need this deck too, actually. But yeah, there's something about like your origins. There's something about tracing back. Something is being traced back. So there could be something that's being traced back to you. Also, on another note, someone is trying to have something like, it's like something is like, all right. Someone is trying to like have something fall into your hands. Now, this could be a good thing, this could be a bad thing, depending on what it is. But because of your lineage and where you're from or who you are, blah, 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 you're going to get something. It's like somebody is trying to find you to return something to you, to give something to you, to put something in your hands. Because of your lineage, because of who you are, your ancestors, like it's... So you could be like inheriting something, and so like for example, I need Kipper. For example, there could be like a lawyer, not like a lawyer. I mean, it could be, but like it could be a lawyer, but they're trying to like look for you, track you down to give something to you. I did see 242. I saw 343 earlier today too. So like they're trying to like look for you. You could be like, so the last episode of the show that I was watching called The Gilded Age, right? So she got married, blah, 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 whatever. Her husband died of cancer, which is actually ironic because of the character. I'm not going to get into that though, but it was very amusing, right, when I picked up on that. But, so he passed away of cancer, and, without her knowledge, like he had left her everything that he has, right? And of course that wouldn't, you know, especially in that day and age, like it would make sense that she would inherit the house and she keeps the name, blah blah blah, right? But what she didn't know is that what he had inherited a company, right? And the company, it was very prosperous and blah 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 blah. And so because he inherited the company, and he was also like a minister, so he didn't really want to, like, you know, he wanted to live a simple life, right? But he didn't say anything to his wife about that. And so of course she inherited everything, and he made it a point that it would be her to inherit everything, because he even wrote a will, like a letter beyond the grave kind of thing, right? So she inherited everything. And it was interesting because the timing, it was perfect, because she was living where... Yes? 1 second, please. I like how she's like, I just saw 424. It just happened to be it wasn't really her who was in a financial predicament, 434, but someone very close to her was in a financial predicament, and basically like, she lost all her money. Right, whatever. But because the younger sister was able to inherit all of these amazing things because of her husband, she was able to save this financial predicament. But it changed things. She was, oh yeah, broken nail. she was like, say, oh, things are not going to change, blah, blah, whatever. But because she was the one paying, like, it wasn't her sister that was paying for the butlers and the maid and the whatever, all that stuff. It was the younger one, Ida. That's her name, Ida. So then the butler was like, is that what you want, ma'am? And so that, it was like a change of power dynamic, right? Which was very interesting, but it just made sense, right? It was just how it's supposed to be. So basically, for all her life, her older sister was like the one in control, right? And then she gets married, and then she gets married for a very short time. Within that short time, she loses her husband, and then she becomes like a multi-millionaire heiress, right? And it, like, within overnight, the dynamics changed, right? The power dynamic shifted overnight, right? So basically, and I'm only talking about this because she had like a lot of letters to read from the lawyers and things like that, right? And one of the letters that she had read, that was the one that she was like, oh my gosh, I'm a multimillionaire heiress, right? So I feel like somebody's like looking for you to like give you something, a letter. I was just telling you about the show, right? It could be something like that. You could like have inherited something. But whatever this is, it's going to shift a power dynamic. It's going to shift some sort of power. Like maybe somebody thrilled with the idea that they have like this power over you, or they called the shots, or you know, they were the ones in control. They had the finances, and they reveled, you know, with that. I feel like someone's like seeking you out, looking for you to give you something, or if this is like like a spiritual thing, like you're being given something. I also feel like the reason why this is happening is because you know your origin, like you know who you are, like you know where you come from, you know. There's something about like you didn't forget who you are. Simba, remember who you are. You didn't forget. Oh yeah, I'm drinking a strawberry apricot Red Bull. This is so bad for you, so bad, but it tastes good, so I'm drinking it. And I have water right here, so it's balanced out. I'm good. Because you remember something about yourself, or you know something about yourself, or you didn't forget something about yourself. So that's why something is being given to you. So for some of you, this could be both. Like you're inheriting something tangible, or this is like a spiritual gift. For some of you, you're already walking in this spiritual gift, and it's just like bringing in more things to you. But yeah, but somebody is like, you're like, I've also seen the Ace of Pentacles. You know how the Ace of Pentacles, there's a hand in the sky with a coin. It's like somebody in the sky is giving you something. Like God, the Most High God is giving you. It's like they want you to, you know, they're just gonna put a big coin in your hand. Like they want to put things in your hands. But you have to be careful though too, because that's what I was getting, right? As you're getting, as God is going to give you something, somebody wants to put 828. Somebody is trying to like corrupt this image of you getting a financial blessing or receiving a blessing. Somebody wants to corrupt that and kind of like do a sleight of hand trick. So instead of you receiving this blessing, you get something like not like a blackmail, but like somebody's trying to put something dirty in your hands, like a dead rat or something. Like you know how in Crazy Rich Asians, there was like these girls that were jealous of her because she was dating that one guy from that one family and that one, right? And so they put, what was it, like a barracuda or like a fish, a slaughtered fish in her bed. It's like somebody is trying to put something bloody and dead in your hands. Somebody's like literally, this is the second time I picked this up. Somebody's trying to make it seem like you got blood on your hands. That's either metaphorically or literally, right? And that's to kind of like corrupt whatever blessing or to make it seem like that's how you got your blessing or abundance or whatever. This is somebody who can't fight for themselves They don't know what else to do for themselves. They lost a battle. They lost a war. This is somebody who they can't fight. They're not strong. They don't have the strength. This is somebody who's a coward as well. They're not strong. They're a coward. They can't stick up for themselves. They can't stand up for themselves. This is somebody who they will gather people around them. It's so funny because I was getting this too. Like, let's say this could be a karmic masculine or a karmic feminine, but this would be somebody who, by themselves, they don't have a voice. They cannot stand up for themselves. They are a coward. In and out. Hi, Pumpkin.
Questions, please.
Okay, I can change it, but you have to wait, okay? Because the other movie's playing, and you have to wait until it's done. She said, "You have to wait, baby." All right. Thank you. This person, they're not who, right? And it's so funny because this person, what they would do is they would rally up people. My flame is going crazy. They would rally up people to join them in this witch hunt, this war, this fight. But the people that they like rally up, they're no one to be feared. They're like, how do I say this without offending anyone? They're like, they're people who, first of all, like, they're people who by themselves they're no threat, and even by together they're still not a threat. Like, I'm not trying to offend anyone. Okay, I'm really not. But for as an example, this would be like one of those people that are like, it's a loser. This person is a loser, right? They're not appealing to the eye. They're not attractive. They don't have any skills, right? They're not really like, nobody is, oh, let's hang out with someone. It's not like that, right? So this is that person. And then this person, they're gathering up a bunch of other people that are just like this person. They're not cool. They're like lame losers. They don't have any reputable skills. They're not really talented. They're cowards. They can't stick up for themselves, right? They're just not threatening, and like they're just lame people. So you have a lame loser who can't stick up for themselves. They're rallying up a bunch of other lame losers, right? And it's just like and it's so crazy because I'm seeing like all of these guys or all of these girls, like they're standing together, like ready to fight, but they're all shaking and their knees are shivering and they're just like, oh, like they're not brave people in heart. They're not. These are people that are not. They're just, this is, all right. They're just lost losers. That's so mean to say, I know. But this is like a lost, either this is a person or a group of people, but they don't know what they're doing. They don't know how to be brave. They don't know how to be brave. They don't know how to stand strong. They don't know how to listen to their intuition. I don't even think they know what that would sound like. We got warrior in reverse, be fearless and stand strong. All right. And then we have star ancestor in reverse. Follow the voice of your soul. In reverse as well. All right. I've been getting something like a new age a lot too. I've been getting a lot of new age. The words new age and modern have been popping up lately. And it's so funny because I'm watching this show called Shining Veil, and it is hilarious. It is like the funniest, scariest show. It's supposed to be a scary show, but it's also a comedy. It's like a dark comedy. I'm telling you, if you haven't seen it and if you want to go watch it, it's hilarious. And it's kind of like a modern haunting, right? And so it makes sense, right? If you're going to get haunted in the year 2024, like it just makes sense, right? Like, you know how people be like, imagine being haunted in the year 2034 and you hear it's Britney bitch as a ghost, like that's funny, right? I mean, it's scary, but it's funny too. So it's kind of like that. But I feel like in the dream that I was just telling you about how your roots and things like that, these are people who, again, they're lost. They don't know how to listen to their intuition. They don't really know who they are. They don't know where they stand, right? And so, you know, star ancestors, follow your voice of your soul. They just, I don't know. You know who you are. You know where you come from. You know where you're going. You know your path. You know you're brave. You're strong. You're a fighter. You're gonna keep. These people are not it. You're the complete opposite. And it's crazy because you have one person that tried to go up against you, and knowing darn good and well they can't stand up by themselves. So they need other people to stand up with them. And 1551. And these people, they don't, they don't even know what they're doing. They're like, they have a spear in their arm and they're like, okay, well, so what do we do, right? And then when it's time to like really go to war, they run away and drop their sword and shield and their helmet, and where did everybody go? These are not brave people at heart. They're not. And I feel like that has been exposed to who these people really are in their heart. They're not brave. They're not strong. They're not following their intuition, right? They don't know who they are. And that's a really big thing here. People they don't know who they are. And that's why you are getting something. You know who you are. You know where you stand. You're brave. You're courageous. You're a warrior. You know how to listen to God, your intuition. You know how to listen. These are people, not only do they not know who they are, but they don't know how to listen, right? And then they wonder why, like, how come we're not the cool ones? How come nobody wants to be our friends? How come we're not popular, right? And I'm not talking about like this is like a popularity contest, because it's not. But it's like these are people that actively go out of their way to be popular or to be seen as cool or brave or this or that, knowing darn good and well they are not that at all. They're not. And that shows. It's being exposed. Like who you are, who you're saying that you are, that's not. And it's being shown. That's why they're not getting something and you are. And that's exactly why these same people, they're trying to like corrupt your hands or like put something dirty in your hands. Like a dead rat or something bloody. Like they're trying to put blood on your hands or something, or make it seem like you do. Right? I'm going to try to make this quick. Imprisonment, toil and labor. Whatever they're doing, it's just going to get them locked up in jail. Wow. Look, toil and labor and imprisonment. Whatever, they're like spiritually locked, is what I'm getting to. Because with a star ancestor, follow the voice of your soul. They could have like locked their soul in a very like, I'm getting like a stasis. They can't move any further. They can't go back. They're just vibrating at like this weird like frequency where it's just like it's very uncomfortable and it feels weird to be around these people. It's because they don't know who they are. They don't know what they're doing. They want to be something so bad that they're not. But it's like they're not comfortable in their own body. They don't know their own spirit. They're like a stranger to their own spirit. It's like they're more of their body than their spirit, and it's like their own spirit doesn't even feel welcome in their body. They could also be dissociating a lot because they just feel like a stranger and they just don't feel like they belong. And it's like their spirit and their body, it's way, I just saw 191. It's not like it's not, the frequency is off. The vibes are just off. That's what that is. But that's within themselves, right? And these are the same people, the same person that try to go up against you. And this is the same person, the same people that's trying to like corrupt your blessings. Or they tried to, and it landed them in jail. Or if they're going to try, it's going to land them in jail. Either they are in jail, or that it's going to land them in jail. But here's the thing. In one way or another, they are already in jail. So far, it's like spiritually. Mentally, they're like locked. What the heck? Mentally, they're like locked. And it says, the commercial just said, unleash your senses. They're like stuck. They can't see what they need to see. They can't hear. They can't That's what I'm saying. Like, there's more than one kind of jail, and like mentally, emotionally, spiritually, they're like locked. They're locked up. I'm also getting like a vegetable. They could be like a vegetable, but that's really bad. That's a really bad term. I shouldn't say it like that. So basically, a vegetable is somebody. Well, the term used to be the term for a person who couldn't. Okay, like Stephen Hawking, right? People would. I shouldn't really say that, right? But that's what a vegetable was considered. No offense to Stephen Hawking, please, right? But it's like that. Like, you can't move, you can't really talk, you're just kind of stuck in a wheelchair. But I feel like these are these people. Like, spiritually, they can't move. Emotionally, they're stuck. Mentally, they're not learning anything. They're just in the same thought process, thinking pattern, ways of thinking, ways of like, it's become a sense of normalcy for these people, right? So, you know, maybe not physically a vegetable, but that's what, you know. And but for I do a 2112, I just saw a lot of these people, they're going to be in jail as well. And it's like, they think that they're doing something great, but it's just landing them in jail. Oh, look, there's a rat in here. Look, there's a rat. I told you, what did I say? Something about a dead rat or like a bloody rat? Somebody... For some of you, this could be a karmic masculine that's been doing this to you, or has been trying to do this to you. I'll get one more of Kipper, and then I'll change the decks. Get off of my back! That's the song from Spirit, right? And that's the second time I heard it in my head today. Get off of my back! It's the one scene where all the cowboys are trying to like tame Spirit, the stallion, the Cimarron, from the Cimarron herd, right? The movie Spirit. Such a good movie. But that song is from who sings that? Phil Collins, I think. And that's from when they already captured him, blah, blah, blah. But now they're trying to like tame him and like break him. And he's just like bucking everybody off of him. Get off of my back! So it's like this person, they're trying to like tame you or have some control over you. But listen, if you ever watch the movie Spirit, that horse, nothing's gonna break that horse. That horse is free through and through, right? That's why he's called Spirit, because his spirit is so, I'm getting goosebumps. It's so unbreakable. It's just like, whew, right? That's you. And somebody was really out here trying to break you or break your spirit, and they couldn't. They can't. And it's just getting them locked up and in jail. What is that? A dog. A fish. The Little or the Big Dipper. What is this one? A cup. A dog, a fish, a dipper, and a cup. There are secrets that are going to be exposed that were being kept a secret during the age of Pisces. So whatever secrets that were secrets a couple years ago, they're starting to be revealed either from last year or mid last year and going forward. They're going to start being revealed to you. Who these people are, who this person was. You're going to be realizing that the people who you thought were loyal to you were definitely not. Or this person who you thought was loyal to you, they actually were not a loyal person to you at all. And you're also going to be hearing something that doesn't really make sense. Something very fishy. I'm getting the Page of Cups, but I'm getting the Page of Cups in my Alice in Wonderland tarot deck, where she's holding a cup, and outside of the cup there's a fish, and in that fish's mouth is like a scroll. And I usually, with that deck, when I see that Page of Cups, it's just always like you're hearing something that sounds really good, but there's something that doesn't really make sense about it. Alright? It could be about this person's character, or this person's character, you're going to start realizing something was never really right about that person's character. Alright? It could be, you could also be realizing about, with the Little Dipper in the cup, is that you could be realizing that this person, wow, they were taking more from me than pouring into me. Like they were dipping from your ocean of source, right? And they would give you like a little tiny espresso cup, like here's a little bit of love for you, right? It's crazy because this person, they put up a very good front. I'm hearing this person's closer than you think, whether this is physically. I'm getting emotionally. This person is closer to you emotionally. We got gift in reverse. Wow, everything that this person has, they don't have any gifts. This is somebody who like really like. This is somebody who really was like fake it until you make it, and they faked it. They were faking it like no one's business. They really don't have the gifts that they claim to have, the courage that they claim to have, the notoriety that they claim to have, the responsibility that they claim to have, the possessions, the materials, 26, 29 I just saw. Whatever it is that they were claiming that to have, they don't have it. They never had it, it seems, with gift reverse. I feel like this person always felt like they were in jail, and they're always going to feel like they are in jail because they don't have something being given to them. And look, you know how in the beginning I was just talking about how like you have your hands out and things are being given to you, but this person, they don't have that. Why are my hands shaking? They don't have that. They don't have these gifts. They don't have, like, there's just, I hate to say it, but there's nothing. People look at this person, or people look at these people, and they just keep walking in the street. But you're somebody that people actually, like, really look at you, and you can feel it. Or, like, stop you in the street, or, like, start talking to you, or compliment you, bring up a conversation, whatever. These are, like, these are background characters in your life. And they wanted to be, like, the main character. It's so funny because I did a reading recently, and I talked about how there was a woman and how she felt like she was, like, you were the main character in her life, right? And that's actually very sad. That's nothing to be flattered about, because it's like, wow, like, what is it that you're not doing in your life to where you don't even feel like the main character in your life? You see what I'm saying? So don't let that get to your head, because that's actually like, because when you get like, when the thing is like, when you get like, when you let those things get to your head, right? It's like, I just, that whole jealousy competition thing, that is so annoying, because it's like, why are you so jealous? Why are you so, like, go live your life. Go do what you want to do. But these people, they feel like, but here's the thing, like, why are they trying to be main characters in your life? It's your life. Like, and they're background characters in your life. And that's kind of how it should be, right? I mean, you have, like, your main supporters and supporting actors and actresses and blah, blah, right? But in every movie, there's one main character, right? And in your life, you are the main character in your life. So I don't understand why these people are trying to be the main characters in your life. Unbelievable. I'm hearing not enough. Alright, I'll get a couple D's, and then I'll get a couple tarot, and then I'll close the reading. Get off of my back! It's the Whispers at Night that came out. I need to rewrite that. Do I have a pen? No, because I keep giving them to my beautiful child and then she loses them. Alright, it's the whispers at night. So this person, these people can't sleep. They're trapped. They feel stuck, stagnant, stifled. The letter O. Could be somebody's first, last, middle, initial name of a word or a place. And then we have confidence. Whoever these persons are, whoever these people are, they have zero confidence. Zero confidence. It's non-existent. It's not there. Alright? They just don't have it. And that's very sad because you are in control of your life. And I did see 343 by the way, but that's sad. To feel like you have no control over your life, to feel like you don't have confidence, to feel like you can't stand out, to feel like you're a background character, to feel like you're not being seen, to feel like you're not being noticed, to feel like nobody cares about you, and you are in control of your own life. See, that's sad. But then these are the same people that are trying to like compete and go to war and attack you. And at first, depending on where you are in your journey, that might seem flattering, that might seem, oh, I got haters. But let me tell you, over the long run, it's exhausting because it's like, well, damn, go live your life. Like, what's the problem? Go live your life. Go be happy, right? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, don't let it get to your head. Don't get flattered because it's really not. Because these people they're competing over something that, what are you competing about? Like, what? Right? And it makes it worse because if you don't even care about their one-sided competition, you're the bad guy because you have what they don't have, and you're the bad guy because you don't care that they don't have what you have. Either way, like, I feel like a lot of you that you don't care about this. You don't care about the fact that these people don't even feel like main characters in their own life. That's not my problem. I do not care about that. I know that sounds very mean, but it just makes them even more mad because you don't care that these people don't feel like main characters in their life. I don't care about that. I'm sorry. I just don't. I don't care that you don't feel like a main character in your life. I don't. I couldn't care less. I can't tell you how. I cannot emphasize that. I really cannot stress that. I don't care. I will never care. Right? With all the things in this world to admire and enjoy, right, and revel in and appreciate and have gratitude over, I don't care that you feel like you're not in control of your life. Right? That's a you problem. You need to figure that out. You need to go within. You need to heal that. You need to understand that, why that is the way it is. There's nothing the collective can do that, like, what is it that you expect the collective to do? Right? It's like someone going to someone going to a building, like let's say the bank, right? And the doorman's there, right? And the customer goes, and the doorman's like, I'm sorry, but the building's not open yet. You have to wait another hour before the building. The person's like, well, I gotta cash my check, blah, blah, blah. The doorman's like, okay, I'm sorry about that. I understand your frustration, but I'm not even allowed in there, right? It's not open. The building's not open for like another hour. Well, I don't know. Well, you gotta, like, what is it that you expect the doorman to do? Like, he's just doing his job. He's just minding the door. He doesn't even have the keys. And it's like that. Like, what is it that you expect the collective to do? Like, you see? Or like you go to a restaurant and, you know, you were supposed to get an order of lobsters, right? But the fishermen, they couldn't catch lobsters that day, right? And now your boss is like, well, where are the lobsters? And you just unpack the lobsters. That's your job. You just unpack. Well, the fishermen said they couldn't get lobsters. Well, what do you mean? You gotta go. Listen, I'm not a fisherman. This is what they told me, and I'm telling you, that's it. That's my job. Like, somebody wants you to, like, put you in the middle of something that's not your job. That's not your responsibility, right? And it's just like, go deal with that directly. which is yourself. Deal with your problems directly with yourself. And it's just like somebody wants to like, I don't know, lash out or like project like like, look at me, I'm not in control. And everyone's just walking by, right? And it's just like, what do you want everyone else to do about that? Shoot, I can't get all that. They haven't woken up. If only you knew what we did / said behind your back. Of course. Of course. I told you there were secrets that are going to be coming out that were hidden in the age of Pisces. Because of course, Pisces is also known as hidden enemies. Libra is known as open enemies, if I'm not mistaken. That's no shade to Libras, right? And that's no shade to Pisces. I'm just saying you that I feel like if my memory serves correct, that's what, you know, they correlate with each other. It's just what it is, right? So you're going to be knowing very soon who was a hidden enemy in your presence. Someone who was closer and you were just like, well, damn, you did me like that? That's mad. Like, why would you do that? But it is what it is, right? And that this is why. Because they don't even feel like a main character in their life. And well, if only I was popular and you're the reason why I'm not popular and you're the... No. See, they haven't woken up. I got to rewrite some of these because I wrote these like years ago. And if only you knew what we did / said behind your back. And the reason why they did and said these things is because of this. They don't have anything to bring to the table. They don't have any gifts, any wonders. They can't create miracles. They can't make magic. They don't have anything that makes them feel like they can like feel like when they walk outside, they're like a shining star in their own life. They don't feel like that because some people have it, some people don't. And these are people that just don't. And I hate to say it, but God's favor isn't fair. And they chose to, I don't know, what is that on the bottom that tried to fall out? He who covers his sins will not listen. They tried to hide this. Whatever they were saying, whatever they were doing, they were trying to hide it. And they were doing a very good job at it, right? But now it's getting to them, right? Their shame, their guilt, their embarrassment. They cannot be, it's being shown, right? I'm also getting they're going to have some sort of embarrassment, or they could be feeling embarrassed, right? I'm also getting, if you're noticing people who are ignoring you or trying to dodge you, not all the times, but 9 out of 10 times is because they did or said something where now they can't face you because now they're embarrassed. This person, they're embarrassed. This could be a karmic Taurus, a feminine, or a masculine. Could be a karmic Sagittarius, a karmic Leo, a karmic Libra, karmic Cancer, a masculine Cancer and a feminine Cancer. A masculine Capricorn, a feminine Capricorn, but that one's way too embarrassed. They're hiding. Like they're hiding in the bushes or something. And I feel like they're only hiding in the bushes because they're waiting. Is the coast clear? So yeah, Proverbs 28:13. He who covers his sins will not prosper, but whoever confesses and forsakes them will have mercy. And somebody's gonna have to open up their mouth soon and tell you. They're gonna be like, hey, listen, let's have a sit down conversation, blah blah. And they're gonna have to tell you something because it's getting to the point where they can't not tell you something. They're too embarrassed. They're too ashamed. They're too guilty. And they feel like they messed up by saying and doing whatever they did. They could have felt like they were being cornered as well. This person was also, or these people, they were trying to play devil's advocate or something, or trying to make it seem like they were sending someone out to get information and bringing it back to them. So they were sending someone out to you to get information from you and bringing it back to them because let's say they were already locked up spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically, financially, whatever, right? these people are locked up, and they were sending a rat out to you. They were sending out a rat to you to get information to see how they can get free. If you have the key, the answers to get them unlocked, because whatever they were doing, whatever they've been doing, they can't get out of this jail. They can't they can't have these gifts. They're locked. They're locked in. They're stuck in stasis, and this weird vibrational energy. They're stuck. So they were sending out a rat to you to get information to see if you can unlock this. If you can unlock their lock, that's not your job. That's for them to go deep within to unlock their lock. And, you know, so then that's when they rallied up together and, you know, blah, blah, blah. Like, and it's just like, I don't care about unlocking you from your prison. That's for you to do yourself. What can I do? I can't go on a healing journey for you. I cannot do that. And I don't think they realized that. They could be realizing that now, but before they didn't. And whoever they were sending out to you, I feel like, because I kept getting a dead rat. So either they're going to turn on this other person and make it seem like you're the one that did whatever. Like, let's say this rat, they're going to unalive themselves. They're going to make it seem like you're the reason why they unalived themselves, right? But that's a whole different thing. I'm not going to get into that. The letter L could be somebody's first, last, middle, initial, number of a word or a place. I'm hearing lucky. They could feel like, or they could think that you're a very lucky person, or that your luck has lasted too long. That's impossible. Secret pregnancy. They want to know what you're growing, what you're building, what you're working on. And for some of you, if you are pregnant, keep it a secret. Don't say anything, right? Because people be trying to do wicked things to the womb of the chosen ones. So hush, hush. And if that is the case, congratulations. Many, many blessings. 4141. But a lot of these people, they want to know what it is that you have, what you're working on, what your secrets are. It's your secrets. Right? Alright, keep your secrets. That's Frodo. Alright, so I'm going to move on to tarot, and then I'm going to close the reading. What a weird reading this is. I'm also getting somebody was very confident in the things that they were saying. They said this like this was like the very breath that God spoke. Like that's how you're gonna find out. For some of you already know, you could have already picked up on this person, or you could have just figured it out, or you were just, it's just, you could be realizing this, but yeah, this was a hidden enemy. Almost, baby.
Almost?
Almost.
Can I have this one?
Yes, baby, you can.
Okay.
I love you.
What did you?
Please don't make a mess.
Okay. Help?
You want help?
Okay.
She thought about it. She's like, better get some help. Here, I'll help you. You hold it.
I don't think.
But you have to, yeah. Down?
Down.
Because I don't want you to spill it. Here. You can take my shoes if you want. You want to take them?
I lost your Christmas.
I love you too. Thank you. You can wear them. You good? You can take it. That's yours. But be careful not to spill, okay?
Okay.
You can take them off.
Oh?
On or off, it doesn't matter. Wear them, don't wear them. But if you're gonna wear them, be careful. Don't spill the cup.
Go. So hot.
kids. Yeah, this is somebody who was being very sneaky, trying to block something for you. They're also trying to be the middleman in some sort of communication, or trying to be like the bearer of communication. And I'm also getting they also wanted to be the bearer of bad news. Like they were doing sneaky things behind the scenes, right? Being an enemy behind your back. And then I feel like a lot of that was supposed to play in their hands, so that way they can be like, hey, just so you know, I want to let you know, right? And I'm telling you this as a friend. I'm as a place that I care about you. Blah, 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 blah. But they were supposed to get some sort of satisfaction, because it's kind of like they wanted to be like the person to be like, well, I don't want to say I told you so. But they were the ones that were doing that thing, so that way they could bail it, so then they can say, I told you so. They were doing it. Whatever, they were your hidden enemy. They were saying and doing things behind your back. They also had a hand in this. They were being very sneaky, very malicious. They were like betraying you behind the scenes. And it has to do with with zero confidence, Seven of Swords also represents low self-esteem. They were doing something because they felt like they're not a main character in their life. And they were doing something to you behind the scenes with their words and a little bit with their actions. And a lot of it has to do to make it seem like they want to turn to you, and you can turn to them as like the person to confide in, like the person you trust, the person like, that person, they have my back. No, that person is betraying you behind your back. And for a lot of you could have picked up on, it's like the vibes are off. I know where that's from. That's Cancer. Cancer says that. Their vibes are just off. Yeah, Cancer says that. That's so funny. I remember now. So yeah, you just knew that there was something off about this person. For a lot of you, you could have picked up on like, better not. Keep them at a distance, right? And so that's why, like, whatever they were trying to do, whatever weird loser group they tried to rally up to go to war against you, nothing, and it didn't work. This person's also jealous of your gifts and skills and talents, right? Again, gift reverse, and then toil and labor and imprisonment. They feel like no matter what they do, they can't achieve these things, or it's just not fair that they don't have them, or they feel like, I've been fighting all my life and I still haven't caught a break. That's not your business. That has nothing to do with the collective, right? Like, if you're only focused on catching a break and, blessings and skills and popularity and this, then you're obviously not thinking of the right things. Because you're not focused on being a kind person. You're not focused on being empathetic, patient, understanding, healing. That's why, like, whatever it is that you think that you're doing, it's not working, because you're focused on the wrong things. And then you want to take it out on people who are being blessed because they've been focusing on the right things. Like, it's just not. That's why I don't care. I could care less about people who feel like, you should feel some type of way because I don't feel like a main character in my life. Absolutely not. No, I don't. I could care less. Like, I got a whole show to watch. The Shining Veil. I got a whole show to watch. I got chips to eat. No. No. This is not... You're not about to get mad at the collective because you have no peace within you. Like, what is that going to do for the collective? No. Go get your peace. Go find your peace. Like... You already knew that this person was very untrustworthy from the get. Something was just... The vibes are off. Something was like, you just knew, you picked up on that, right? And I'm also getting this person, they're going to tell you something. They want to, and they're going to. They're going to tell you something about the color green. It could be the green with envy, green with jealousy, the green monster, but something about the color green. There could be something about money here as well. Or materialisms. This person could be... They could have an addiction to materialisms. They could be very materialistic. It's interesting though, because this person, these people they lose sight of who they are, right? They lose sight of who they are, and then they get mad at everybody else, and And then they without realizing, they stray further and further and further from who they are, what their purpose was, or their goals. And it's, look, the commercial says everyday luxuries, right? So they could have been more focused on materials and earthly things than, are you a good person? Are you kind? Are you generous? Are you empathetic? Are you patient? Are you understanding? Are you wise? Are you learning? Are you healing? Are you listening? Are you aware? Are you paying attention? Are you ascending? They lose sight. And so they're like, more, give me more. And then, you know, and then they wonder why, like, what do you mean this isn't enough? What do you mean of all the materials, the cars, the monies, the goals, and shoes? What do you mean I still don't feel like a main character in my life? How? Why is that? And for a lot of you, you could have a lot less than these people, and you're just like, you got the main character in your first movie, the second movie, your third movie, and people still want to watch you. People want to be around you. 545. People like enjoy you, and you could have less. You could live in a box. And it's like, how is it that they live in a box and they're still a main character? What was that? The devil on the bottom of the deck. This could, wow. Yeah, there's this person's like obsessed. There's some, wait, I shouldn't show that because they're like, yeah, whoever this person is, they're like really obsessed with your energy and who you are. This person could also feel like you're being selfish because you're not taking the time out of your day to be like, hey, how are you with your inner healing? Like, no. Why would you need validation? Go on your journey. Go do that. This is somebody who would post on Facebook like, not in the mood, so please don't hit me up. Right? But then when nobody hits them up, they're like, wow, I see that nobody cares about me. It's that. This is like an attention seeker. And they're mad because you're not reaching out to them while they're seeking your attention. I just told you, I don't care. Why would I care? What is there for me to care about? Alright, I gotta get 2 more. And then I gotta close the reading. Ooh. 2 of Cups on the fence. Yeah, I feel like this person, they were trying to influence your energy, it was like they're trying to influence you to want to be around them more, want to open up to them, want to, it's like they wanted you to see them as like their best friend, their confidant, their lover, their boyfriend, their girlfriend, like that's, yep, I know they got my back, like every day, like they wanted all of your attention. That's where that devil card came out. They were like obsessed with you. I'm also getting that with the letter O. They're like very obsessed with you, and they would have done anything to make sure that you would be up their ass, but they were always up your ass. I did a reading, I think it was yesterday, and it was talking about how like they were trying to use black magic and they wanted to sniff your butt. That's the title of it. It's like that, like they wanted to play this weird psychology games, right? To, well, they're like befriend you or love bomb you, right? And then you would get sucked in and you would feed off of that, right? And you would like, it would be very enticing, very, oh yes, that attention, I love it, right? And then you would give in. And while you're doing that, they're getting information, they're analyzing, they're getting knowledge, they're getting this, they're getting that, that's that cup and that spoon, right? The dipper, they were hoping to be able to dip into your well, your ocean of source, but give you like little tiny espresso cups in return. Yes, Pumpkin.
The TV's done.
Okay, baby, I'm on my way, right? It's like they wanted to have the opportunity to reject you first, but that never happened.
No.
Okay, baby, it's okay. And this is the same person that like they want to like sniff your butt for information. Like they want to know everything about you. They're obsessed with you. Mommy's gonna get 1 more card, okay, baby? They wanted to get, what was I gonna say? 1 more card. They could try. They could try 1 more time. That's yours, yes. Right? They wanted to know. They were like obsessed with your energy. I'm also getting, because of like the material thing, they could want to like own you like as a possession or like collect you, Right? This is somebody who's like, oh yeah, that person only trusts me. Oh yeah, that person only likes me. Oh yeah, that person, you know, if anybody can calm them down, it's me that can calm them down. It's like that. I just saw 5445. I get one more. We got the 10 of... Why was I going to say swords? 10 of swords reversed. So you avoided whatever betrayal this person had in store for you, had in plan for you, was supposed to embarrass you, to help build up their reputation or their persona or their image, right? But it had to do with you, but that you avoided all that. That didn't hit you. None of that hit you, right? But with the 10 of... wow, I can't... Staffs. Wands. The 10 of Wands here. Yeah, this is a liar. We got more envy, jealousy, confidence in reverse. This person, I'm telling you, and with that green, like green with envy, the green monster. The green monster is like the green jealous monster. This person was like really, really envious and like jealous, and they were lying, right? If only you knew what we did / said behind your back. They did a lot of things, and a lot of it, it's like it's embarrassing them, like they're embarrassed. Or there could also be people around them that's like embarrassed for them. There could be a boss as well that is picked up on this, and their boss or this boss could like just be embarrassed of the way this person has carried themselves, or the way this person has been like operating with the letter O as well. It's just very disingenuous, very like it raises eyebrows. It's not. There's something off. The vibes are off. It's just. I'm gonna see if I can find that thing and I'll post it. Cancer says that, but it's just very like it's uncomfortable, and that's because they're uncomfortable and like their spirit and their body they're not aligning. All right, bye.